Hi students, in the last class we discussed about the two electronic displacement effects. What are those? Hyperconjugation and mesomeric effect, right? Today we are going to continue from that part. Now we are going to discuss on the next electronic effect, that is electromeric effect. So I won't write completely. Why? Because in the yesterday's class it took the more time. So in order to save the time, I will give the hints that which are keywords in the concept. Okay. First electromagnetic effect. See here, it involves pi electrons. What type of electrons will it involve? Pi electrons. Pi electrons will involve electromeric effect, and this effect is a temporary effect. This effect is a temporary effect. Okay, it is a temporary. Why we said it is a temporary effect? You will came to know this one. Okay, what type of displacement of electrons? Pi electrons, right? So delocalization of pi electrons, delocalization of pi electrons. Okay, delocalization of pi electrons in in multiple bonds, in multiple bonds. Okay, you know that multiple bonds may be double bond or a triple bond, right? In the multiple bonds may be like carbon carbon double bond, right? Or sometimes carbon oxygen double bond, or it may be carbon nitrogen, any type of a double bond or triple bond, multiple bond containing compounds. There may be observed this electromeric effect in the presence of attacking reagent only, in the presence of attacking reagent, right? So in the previous classes we have discussed about the reagents, right? What are the attacking reagents we discussed? What are the attacking reagents we discussed? Those are electrophiles, E plus. E plus is standing for electrophiles. Other one is nucleophiles. So based on the attacking reagent, this effect will take place. If there is no attacking reagent, if there is no attacking reagent, this reaction, this effect won't be happened. Hence, this effect is called as a temporary effect. I said it is a temporary effect. Why this is called as temporary effect? Because only this process will take place in presence of reagents like electrophiles or nucleophiles. Let me go with the examples. Okay, so it is of two types. It is of two types, right? It is of two types. Let me go with the first type. First type is plus E effect, positive, positive electromeric effect, positive electromeric effect, right? So in the positive electromeric effect, to a multiple bond, to a multiple bond, right? To a multiple bond, if electrophile is attacked, if electrophile is attacked, then it is called as a positive, positive electromeric effect. Let me see with the example. I will go with a simple example. Carbon, carbon, carbon double bond containing compounds. Carbon carbon double bond containing compounds are alkenes. We know this. Alkenes are the carbon carbon double bond containing compounds. So here I will go with an example. CH3, CH double bond, CH2, right? It is an alkene, propene. To this propene, if the attack of reagent like H plus is a positively charged species. All positively charged species are called as electrophile. Here H plus is the electrophile. This attacks to the one of the carbon carbon double bond. There are two carbon carbon double bonds, right? One, two. This H plus can attack to any one of the carbon carbon double bond. The H plus where it attacks the carbon carbon double bond, to that side that double bond shifts. The pi electrons are shifted where it is attacking. Let us consider if H plus is attacking here, the arrow mark is represented to this side. Okay, so now I get CH3. The pi electrons are lost to this carbon, this gets negative charge, this gets positive charge. So the middle carbon gets a positive charge, and the end carbon is neutralized with the CH3. Why? Because if electrons are transferred, it gets minus charge. The minus is neutralized by the H plus. So this is the reaction which observed in the positive electromeric effect. Okay, right. Let me go with the another one, negative electromeric. So in the negative electromeric effect, okay, the attack of reagent is nucleophile. Reagent which has to attack? Attacking reagent has to be nucleophile. Okay, to the same multiple bonds, The multiple bond, let me go with a simple example, multiple bond. Okay, let's go with a simple multiple bond, carbon oxygen double bond. One of the example of carbon oxygen double bond is carbonyl compounds. One is aldehyde. So this is an aldehyde. Or C double bond OH is an aldehyde. To this, if nucleophile is attacked, I will go with the nucleophile Cn minus. I have represented in the example of nucleophile. Cn minus cyanide ion is a nucleophile. And we know that in the carbonyl group, C double bond O group is carbonyl group. The oxygen is more electronegative and it withdraws the pi electron towards itself, right? You know this one. Oxygen is more electronegative, it withdraws the pi electron, right? Then this oxygen gets the negative charge and the carbon gets the positive charge. Generally, to the positive charge, which type of reagent will attack? Negatively charged reagent. What is the negatively charged reagent? A nucleophile. And this gives the reaction. Like this. Okay. R CH. Okay. O minus and Cn. And this type of reactions are called as negative electromeric effect. Okay. So with this, we have completed. Okay. See, this reaction will take place only in presence of nucleophile and electrophile. If there is no reagent, of electrophile, or if there is no reagent of nucleophile, this reaction would not happen. Hence, this effect is also called as a temporary effect. But the all other effect, inductive effect, mesomeric effect, hyperconjugation, all these effects are what type of effect? Permanent effect. And this electromeric effect is temporary effect. Okay. So with this, we have completed all the types of electron displacement processes. Now we are going to discuss about the last concept left over in the first chapter, that is types of organic reactions. Let me go with that one. Types of organic reactions. Okay, let me type the definition. Sorry, heading. Types of organic reactions. So organic reactions are majorly more different types. Now, for our purpose, we are discussing about the four types. Four types of organic reactions. They are, okay, first one is addition reaction. First one is addition reactions. Okay, second one is substitution reactions. Third one is elimination reactions. Okay. Fourth one, rearrangement reactions. So there are other types of reactions are also there, pericyclic reactions and some other reactions. We are not going to discuss about all those types, but for our PU level, we are going to discuss about these four types of reactions. And in every continuation chapters, okay, we need to classify the reaction into only these four types of reactions. Okay, okay. Let's first one. What is the first one? Addition reactions. Let me go with in the next slide. I will go with the addition reaction. Okay. First one, addition reaction. So what is the mean of addition? So in the reactions where addition of reagent to the substrate. Okay. See, if we take any substrate to the substrate, if I add any reagent, that will add, that reagent will completely add to the substrate, and that will give the product. Did you understand? The reagent will add completely to the substrate, and that will give a product. So generally unsaturated compounds. Unsaturated compounds. What are the unsaturated compounds? Alkenes, right? Alkynes, right? Alkynes, and other unsaturated compounds containing multiple bonds. Other compounds containing even multiple bonds. Other elements, maybe like carbonyl group, right? Or with the cyano group, right? Or with the aldehyde group, ketone group, carboxylic acid groups. All they may show the addition reactions, right? So, and these addition reactions are of two types. Addition reactions, once again, these are of two types. So based on the reagent, based on the attacking reagent, addition reactions are of two types. We know that reagents are of two types. What are those? Electrophiles and nucleophiles, right? If nucleophile is attacked, then it is nucleophilic addition reactions. If nucleophile is attacked, the type of reaction is nucleophilic addition reaction. Did you got the point what I am telling you? Nucleophilic addition reaction. If the reaction is attacked by the electrophile, then such type of reaction is called as electrophilic substitution reaction. What type of reaction it is? Electrophilic substitution reaction. Sorry, it is addition. Sorry, it is electrophilic addition reactions. Let me go discuss in general regarding the two types of reactions. Okay. And first I will write with the electrophilic addition reaction. Okay. Electrophilic addition. E plus stands for the electrophilic. Electrophilic addition reactions. So in these reactions, what is the reagent going to attack? Electrophile is going to attack. Electrophile attacks. To which thing electrophile is going to attack? Electrophile is going to attack a substrate. Electrophile is going to attack the substrate containing what things? Multiple bonds. Substrate containing multiple bonds, which involves in the rate determining step. Let me go with an example. I will go with an example. So with the example, it will clear to you. Okay. Let's take an alkene. I will go with an alkene, simple alkene, CH2 double bond CH2. What is the name of this alkene? Ethene, right? To this ethene, if H plus is added, okay, or NHBr, sorry. Let me go with the addition of HBr. I will write here. Addition of HBr, hydrogen bromide. Addition of hydrogen bromide to an alkene. So I took an alkene and the reagent I took is HBr. In HBr is a reagent where it dissociates to give what type of ions? H plus ions and Br minus ions, right? You know this one, right? This H plus ions attacks the carbon-carbon double bond. I said this H plus, if it is attacking to this carbon, the bond shift towards this side, right? And you will get as like this. I will represent. I will expand the alkene to the carbon. First carbon, how many hydrogens are there? 2 hydrogens, right? 2 hydrogens and one single bond. See, double bond, one of the bond is going to be break, right? So this gets 2 hydrogens. This has 2 hydrogens, and to this carbon, what is attached? Hydrogen electrophile. So an electrophile is added. That's why I represented H plus. And this carbon, as it lost the bond, it gets the positive charge. See, the reaction is initiated by the electrophile. Reaction is initiated by the electrophile, and this reaction is called as electrophilic addition reaction. To this bromide ion will add. Where bromide will add? Bromide will add in this part, and it will give the reaction like this: C, C, H, 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 and this will form as H, H, and Br. So H is added and Br is completely added. See, in this, the alkenes, unsaturated compounds are converted into saturated compounds, right? If you clearly observe, okay, the unsaturated compounds are converted into saturated compounds. One of the double bond is going to be break. While addition, always double bond converts into single bond, or triple bond converts into double bond for every each addition of a molecule. Okay, right. Sorry. The next one, we go with the another type of reactions, nucleophilic addition reaction. If the reagent is attacked by the nucleophile, then such type of reactions are called as nucleophilic addition reactions. Okay, so attacking reagent is nucleophile. Let me go directly with an example itself. Directly, I will explain it with an example. I will take an aldehyde, or I will take an aldehyde R, C double bond O, H, right? To this, let us consider the addition is by a hydrogen cyanide. If the addition is by hydrogen cyanide, HCN. Addition is hydrogen cyanide. In hydrogen cyanide reagent, the reagent has H plus, let I will write here, H plus and Cn minus. So in this, the Cn minus is the nucleophile. Cn minus is the nucleophile, right? Let me erase this one. So the attack is to be initiated by the Cn minus, right? So in the carbonyl group, as I said, previous one, oxygen is more electronegative. This gets the negative charge and carbon gets the positive charge. To the positively charged carbon, nucleophile tries to attack and gives a compound like this R attached to carbon, and with hydrogen. To one side it has O minus, and with the other side it has Cn. And this abstracts the proton from the solvent. This intermediate compound abstracts the proton from the solvent, forming the final compound cyanohydrin. The formed compound is cyanohydrin. Aldehydes are addition with HCN, it forms a cyanohydrin. So this is another example for the nucleophilic addition reactions. Did you understand? I hope. Okay. Next is regarding substitution reactions. Second type of reactions we have mentioned, that is substitution reactions. Okay, substitution reactions. Right. So in the substitution reactions, an atom or group in a substrate, see, in a substrate, it has to the substrate, in a substrate we have an atom or a group, and this atom or group is called as leaving group. This is called as a leaving group. That leaving group has to be, substituted. It is substituted by electrophile or nucleophile. If substitution takes place from electrophile, then that is called as electrophilic substitution reaction. If the leaving group is substituted by nucleophile, then it is called as nucleophilic substitution reaction. See, substitution reactions are also two types. As I said, electrophilic substitution reactions or nucleophilic substitution reactions. It is also classified based on what type? Reagents, attacking reagents, electrophiles or nucleophiles. Let me go with the first one, electrophilic substitution reactions first. Electrophilic substitution reactions. Okay, electrophilic substitution reactions. So in this leaving group is substituted by electrophile. In these reactions, leaving group substitutes leaving group is substituted by electrophile. Shall we represent? See, generally benzene ring compounds, benzene ring containing compounds. Okay, benzene ring compounds generally undergo this electrophilic substitution reactions. One of the example of the reaction, nitration, I am representing here. Nitration means when benzene treated with you know the formula of benzene, C6H6. So I will represent one of the hydrogen so that it will replace one of the hydrogen in benzene when it is treated with the electrophile like nitro. This nitro electrophile is from nitric acid. From the nitric acid, we got an electrophile that is NO2 plus. This substitutes the hydrogen. This substitutes the hydrogen and forming a product called as nitrobenzene. All the things are same except in place of hydrogen we are substituting the electrophile NO2. The formula becomes as C6H5NO2. See here, C6H6, one hydrogen is replaced by NO2 and it gives H plus separately. This type of reaction is called as electrophilic substitution reactions, generally shown by what type of compounds? I said benzene, okay, benzene ring compounds. Right. Then I will go with the another type of reactions, the substitution, nucleophilic substitution reactions. Nucleophilic substitution reactions. So if leaving group is substituted, I will write it as LG. LG is not a brand, leaving group. Okay, if it is substituted by leaving group is substituted by nucleophile, then it is called as nucleophilic substitution reactions. So generally, more number of reactions we observe in the nucleophilic substitution. I am representing a one reactant, generally alkyl halides. Alkyl group attached with the halogen compounds are alkyl halides. I am taking one of the alkyl halides, CH3X with the halogen Br. This is a methyl bromide or bromomethane. When this bromomethane, when it is treated with the nucleophile, this nucleophile is substituting the bromine and the alkyl group is attached with the nucleophile and forming a replacement of bromide ion, right? Let me represent in terms of a structural representation. CHHHBr, and when it is treated with hydroxide ion, we have given under the example of nucleophile, hydroxide ion is a nucleophile because it has a negative charge. This replaces the halogen, right? And it forms CH3 to the carbon 3 hydrogens, CH3, and in that place we got OH plus Br minus, right? So halogen compounds are converted into OH compound. What are OH compounds? Alcohols. So conversion of halogen compounds to alcohol is what type of reaction? Nucleophilic substitution reactions. And these nucleophilic substitution reactions are once again given as two types as SN1 and SN2. Regarding this SN1 and SN2 with mechanisms, we will study in second PUC. Okay, but keep in your mind Once again, these nucleophilic substitution reactions may involve in two different possible ways. Okay, SN1 and SN2 that we will study in the next year, second year part. Okay, there we will explain much more clearly regarding how this will undergo. Right. Next, I will go with the another one. It is elimination reactions. Third type of reactions, elimination reactions. Okay, elimination reactions. Right. In the elimination reactions, two groups of same atom, that atoms may be same or different. Okay, same atom or different or lost to form an unsaturated compound. They will form an unsaturated compound. Okay, let me go understanding clearly with an example itself. Same one of the halogen compound I am taking, one of the halogen compound I am treating. Okay, sorry, I am taking as a substrate CH3. Sorry, CH3, CH, Br, CH3. This is a 2-bromopropane. This 2-bromopropane, when heated with alcoholic KOH, this reagent is a dehydrating reagent. This reagent is a dehydrating reagent. It will remove the halogen and hydrogen. Okay, so the halogen attached carbon is the initial carbon as alpha carbon, and it will remove the another element that is hydrogen from beta carbon. This is alpha carbon and this is a beta carbon. So from this one hydrogen is replaced. There are three hydrogens. One hydrogen is replaced to form the compound like this. See here, CH3, CH, CH2. As elimination takes place between hydrogen and Br, H and Br were eliminated to form a unsaturated compound. An alkene is formed, as we have mentioned here. An unsaturated compound is formed along with HBr. Same reactions we studied in the addition reaction. Same reaction to an alkene we have added HBr. Let me show with that slide. Okay, let me show with that slide. I think, yeah, addition reaction. See here. See, to an alkene, we have added HBr. If HBr is added, so complete alkene is converted into haloalkane, bromine containing compound, halogen compound. Now, if we see here, okay, so from halogen compounds, if I try to eliminate those two elements, H and Br, it forms an unsaturated compound. So, elimination reactions are opposite to addition reactions. Opposite to which reactions? Addition reactions. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the last type, that is rearrangement reactions. Let me go to the last one, rearrangement reactions. So regarding this rearrangement reactions, we study much in our second PUC and in the continuation reactions. Okay, how rearrangement will takes place. Even in the carbocation intermediates, while discussing, we will discuss about these rearrangement possibilities also. Okay, okay. So in these reactions, migration of a group, what will happen? Migration of an atom or group will takes place. Sometimes the migration of rearrangement, there is nothing elimination will observe. Always one atom or a group from one position, it changes to another position. Migration of a group of atom from one position to another position within the molecule. Okay, to another position within the molecule. Then such type of reactions are called what reactions? Rearrangement reactions. So we'll study more number of rearrangement like Hoffman bromamide degradation rearrangement. Okay, there are so many Curtius rearrangement, Claisen rearrangement, different rearrangement reactions we'll study. But here, okay, we will discuss with a simple one for our things. Okay, so let me take a simple compound, simple alkane butane. Butane is a four-membered compound, right? Four-membered compound, right? Butane, when it is heated with aluminum chloride, anhydrous aluminum chloride at a temperatures of 298 Kelvin. Okay, all this butane is converted into isobutane, a branched compound we will get. Formula is same, but the attachment of group is different. See here, butane, N-butane is converted into isobutane. Here, one of the methyl group is rearranged. Methyl group is rearranged. So straight chain has 2-methyl butane. In terms of IUPAC name, we call it as 2-methyl butane. One of the methyl group is rearranged from its position to the here. Let's represent with another color. So let us see this methyl group is rearranged to here, and it will use one hydrogen to here. It forms a CH3. Right. Finally, it forms the isobutane. This type of reactions are rearrangement reactions. So with this, we have concluded all the type of reactions. Okay. Even there are some simple reactions or radical initiative reactions. Those we will learn while the reactions has been came. Okay. We will learn regarding all those types. Why? Because we didn't explain such type, though, so that it will take more time. So I tried very concise method to represent all the type of reactions. Okay. Thank you. Please subscribe the channel. Okay, everyone, and like the channel. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. Okay, then bye everyone.